Minutes till kickoff. We're going to have to get in a hurry. They are having homecoming festivities. They just announced the queen over here. And why I love homecoming, especially ours.
Yes.
It seems like this year, everywhere we went, it's been a senior night or a homecoming or something carrying on, Joe.
Well, so far, I like our odds against homecoming. We're 3-0 against homecoming courts here, so I like our odds coming in. Maybe we can go 4-0 on the night, being they scheduled us for their homecoming as well.
Considering the fact that this team has not had a very good season so far, they have been competitive. They have won some games. But as far as region, it would be us and them that are hanging towards the bottom of the region.
Right.
And but they've got a pretty good crowd over here. I guess homecoming brings out a good crowd.
It does. Well, you got grandpa and grandma and aunts and uncles, and, everybody wants to come out and see their family member that's on the homecoming court, and that generally brings out a big crowd for this night.
I will say this about Dexter. It is right, Dexter.
I just killed that last week. Fake it until you make it, somebody told me today. I've been given more of a hard time.
What's it called, Tallapoosa?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't know why.
What's the name of the place? Do you know yet?
I do know that. I've been joked about it enough today that it will be forever.
Well, I've been calling it Dexter, too.
Yeah.
So what is the name of this place?
So we are in East Lawrence.
That's the name of the town?
Yes. Or East Dublin. We're in East Dublin.
At East Lawrence High School.
At East Lawrence High School.
Okay. We're not in Dexter.
We are not in Dexter. So that's where West Lawrence is located. They got 3 schools in this town. They got West Lawrence, Dublin, and East Lawrence. And it's so easy to the east and the west.
Okay. Well, from East Dublin, we're at East Lawrence High School. And if you went to Dexter, you're in the wrong place.
So I guess if you want to be mad at somebody, I told everybody we were going to be in Dexter last week, and I had people sending me text message a while ago just saying, we just arrived at West Lawrence in Dexter. I was like, man, come on now.
Well, I will say this about this place. You got to want to come here to get here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Tatnall High School. You got to be going there to get
yes,
there.
Yes, sir. There is no little easy route. You kind of coming in here, you either got to go into Dublin and then turn right and come out. I don't know what road that is, but it's a good little wiggle through here to get to East Dublin. Right. Or if the other way, you got to kind of come around on the rural side and come back into East Dublin city limits and wiggle your way in here.
Right. So we're here.
We're here. A neat stadium, I give them that. So this is our first matchup ever.
Is it ever?
Correct.
I thought I read somewhere that in the past, way past, that there may have been an East Lawrence game with Bacon County.
Well, I went to the Georgia High School football historians this morning.
And it didn't show.
And I pulled up every opponent that Bacon County has faced, and this East Lawrence, it had zero matchups.
So this is the first.
So this, according to them and their records, this is our first.
Well, there you have it. Here in East Dublin at East Lawrence High School, we're playing for the first time ever.
Yes, sir.
And they just came into our region this year.
That's correct.
So they'll at least be in our region again next year. Is
That's
that right?
correct.
So and from the size of the stadium and everything around here, it kind of looks like, and I have not looked at their team to see what kind of team that they field as far as numbers is concerned, but the feel of it kind of feels like this is about the size, this high school is about the size of what Bacon County High School is. Would you agree with that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. And it really shocked me coming in, the people, and I know there's I was surprised how dressed up everyone was. And they got a loud sound system.
They do. East Lawrence colors looks like it's black and gold. That would be the main 2 colors, the Falcons.
Yep.
They've got black pants on, black shirts with the old gold, if you would. It's not that yellow gold. It's that old traditional gold numbers. And of course, Bacon County tonight, we're in the black pants, white shirts with red numbers. I really love our new uniforms.
I do too.
And these red helmets that's got the horns up.
Man, I tell you what.
Emblem.
We had my son a little birthday party last night, and Coach come by to tell him happy birthday, and he come walking in wearing a hat that had that
I saw
horn,
that.
and son, everybody in my house like to fell out, son. They was trying, all of them were trying to spend my money to get Coach to get them one of their
Well,
hats.
he's hit on something because I saw the hat and I went, "Ooh, I
well,
like
you
that."
see them right here. Coach
Yep.
Thomas is. You can see it on the front, and it's got BC on the side.
Oh man, that thing looks good.
Oh, it looks real good.
I like a good hat. I got my wife. She says when I come home, "You got another hat?"
Yeah.
I mean, I like a hat. Anyway, guys, we're down to 17 seconds before they officially whistle this game as a beginning. Abraham Meza, if you'll stay with us at halftime, we've done an interview with Abraham. He's a brand new football player, never played American football. Let me say that. He never played American football until this year. Coach Goss coached him last year in soccer and has brought him with us, and now he is a varsity football player. Not only does he kick, he's made some tackles this year.
That's right.
On special teams. We are kicking off, which means we'll be receiving, and this game's about to get started. And, man, we need a big win here tonight.
We sure do. You know, and
White Hat's looking from one. I'm sorry, Joe. White Hat's looking over, and so I'm not sure exactly what he's looking at. He's trying to get some people off the field. No, they're trying to get the chain crew working. So it's going to be a few minutes. No, just maybe.
One
they're
thing quick,
they're taking their time.
Talking with Coach yesterday about East Lawrence, they're very similar to Swainsboro. They're just not quite as big up front on their defensive line, but they are definitely athletic, but similar offense, similar defense, similar style of play all the way around. The one thing that they're lacking is they don't have 2 6'4" twins
Defensive ends.
committed to North Carolina State.
Here we go. Meza approaches the ball, and he's going to boom it. He kicks a nice kick, just a squibbler. And they're going to pick it up. There's a crease. We had him, and we grab him and bring him down on about the 34-yard line. We had one guy reach out and touch him
and
on about the 25.
Almost ripped the ball. Yanked his hand back, but he had a good hold on the ball.
And number 4, Tamarcus Pruitt, comes up with the tackle. I saw on Facebook where Tamarcus may have received his first offer to go play college football somewhere.
He received two
Two
offers, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Tamarcus has played really good this year. He's played
has.
more of an outside linebacker position. And
some
made a
point
lot
tonight
of tackles.
we'll pull that up, and I'll mention on there, where those schools were at.
They do look a lot like Swainsboro. Even their colors kind of look like Swainsboro colors. They turn, quarterback fakes it, and we meet him, and but he falls forward for about a 6 or 7 yard gain. He's quick.
Yeah, he is, but we put a pancake on him right there. Just I say a pancake. He got squished in the middle between two guys.
Well, if he tries to make a living in the middle with some of our linebackers, I think he's going to be sore tomorrow.
Yep.
We got Cawthorn out here on the wide side, and they got some kind of movement, looks like, from the White Hat. That's going to be illegal procedure. We're going to back them up 5 yards, which is going to put them down about it's going to be second and about 8.
Athletic ability here, they looking at this team, it makes me think of us.
Yeah.
I think we're sized up pretty well. They look very, very similar to our team.
They're going to go trips to the top. No, the receiver can't. Yeah, they flip-flop them. Going to be trips to the top. And got a single receiver out here, and we are walk right up on this single guy.
Oh,
fumble. Fumble snap, and they fall down on it back on the 25. I'll take it. That's the kind of offense I like for them to have, that kind that goes in reverse.
And there was a lot of miscommunication there, if you noticed, in their offensive group. They just couldn't, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but what they couldn't do is nobody knew where to go, and the quarterback was trying to shuffle everybody, tell them where to go, tell them what to do, and the time's coming down, and, they had to rush the snap and made a low snap, fumble the ball.
Yeah, twins to the top and bottom. This guy scares me. He throws it, and we're out there. We could have had an interception, but we got kind of turned around a little bit.
And he's got an arm.
Yeah, he does. He actually threw a better ball than I thought he would. The thing that scares me about an athletic quarterback like this is you spread everybody out like they had twins to the top and bottom when we're all guarding the edges to the side of the field, leaves the middle of the field open, and he busts loose up the middle. And as quick as he is, that can be dangerous sometimes. A broken play can be their best play.
A great job by our defense here for forcing them to punt.
They get the ball back, and they punt it, and he kind of kicks it off the side. We just need to move.
Yep.
They're going to get a little bit of a roll.
Well,
that ugly thing turned into a pretty good little kick. Anyway, they down it on the 35-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Bacon from our own 35. 10 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first quarter. And let's see what our offense does right here. I'm anxious to see what their defense, how it lines up. They've got some, as Brent said in pregame, they've got some athletic guys up front, looks like. Didn't you tell me on the way over, Brent, that there's that maybe we could exploit their secondary a little bit, you think?
Yeah.
Twins to the top, twins to the bottom, got to Terry on. He's in the slot on the far side of the field. Michael looks over the defense, snaps it, takes it. He turns and he just fires it out here to Tyron Dean, who gets about a 6-yard gain up to the 41-yard line. Nice play. I'll take 6 yards on first down every time.
And when we're
going hurry up right here. I'm sorry.
When they're staying 10 yards off of our receiver, these little quick outs like this.
Nice play, nice block by Terrion. And Boatwright gets a first down up to about the 46-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10.
Well, if we could do that all night right there, I would take this.
That play was about to be a disaster, but Terrion hit the defensive back. It's just a little flare out to the edge, and we've got to block the guy that's trying to guard. We got trips down here to the bottom. Remember, we're moving fast. I'm not going to be able to describe everything. We got
their defense is scrambling.
Yep. Bring number 14 in motion. And he makes a nice cut up field, goes north and south. 14 for us. We've been hearing his name a lot here in the last few games.
Maybe 10.
Yeah, Antoine Fuller.
10-yard gain. First down.
First down. We cross midfield. We're on East Lawrence on the 44-yard line, and we're moving quickly. They're trying to run players in and out. I don't think we brought anybody in. Trips to the top. Michael's in a hurry. He's getting this thing off. We're running fast. Now he stops, turns, and looks to the sideline. I'm out of breath. We're moving too fast. I love it. We're moving downfield. Number 5, Rashid Slade. And you say we throw the ball out to Terry on.
He makes a cut.
Nice play.
Takes
Terry on.
He is
just
feet.
dragging them.
Wow.
Man, what a play. What an individual effort. Down to the 21-yard line. That was a great block by Boatwright out on the edge. He's been called a couple of times in the past few games for holding out on the edge in a similar play, but he had a really good block. And I think that block was, thank you, Terry, on for the block a couple of plays ago. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. We're moving in a hurry. Antoine Fuller in the slot. Got to stay still. He does. Turn, hand the ball off.
And they hit us in the backfield.
They get us in the backfield. Something happened. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't pretty.
Well, I tell you what, on that previous play, I doubt that the safety will lower his shoulder on Terrion anymore.
No, he's still feeling that.
Yes,
Terrion. That's just another day in the office. We'll lose 1 yard at least. It's going to be 2nd and 11. We're flopping sides with our receivers. We've been most of the game so far has been twins, but we have seen trips a couple of times too. Slade is the long setback. Bring Fuller in motion, and there goes Michael up the middle. He takes on a linebacker. He's keep driving. He's going to go forward for about a 5 or 6 yard gain, depending where they spot it.
And he sure made that linebacker. He said, if you're going to bring me down, I'm going to make you bring me down. He laid a lick in there, and Michael never hesitates to go in aggressively.
No, he's one of those guys, bless his heart. He would be better sometimes to step out of bounds for his own health, but he just loves contact.
He loves contact.
He loves it. Trips to the bottom down here. We have brought in a tight end, a true tight end. We hand the ball off to Bruce. He dances in the hole like Bruce can do. He's going to fall forward. It's going to be close to a first down. Going to be very close.
I like this tempo.
First down. We get a first down by nose of the football or the length of a football. It is what they call tempos, what you hear people talk about. We have been at a fast pace, 6 minutes and 58 seconds. Just keep rewinding it. That's what we need to do. We're down to the 11-yard line.
Just like a 2-minute offense that you see in college or in professional.
We take our tight end now, and we move him kind of in a slot-type position, and he's looking for somebody to block, and they're going to grab Bruce, and he's going down for a big loss, about a 5-yard loss. We totally whiffed on a block. We brought our tight end in motion, and we didn't hit anybody.
No, if he'd have took a cut up, he could have probably made it back to the line of scrimmage, but he tried to go bounce outside, and there were just too many there.
Looks to me like if we're going to run at them, then we're going to have to run straight at them. I don't think they got too much quickness for us to be going east and west. We're going to have to run north and south. About a 3-yard loss. It's going to be second down and 13. That's not really been a big hindrance for us this year, to be honest with you. We hand the ball off. We do get an edge. Slade gets back close to the original line of scrimmage. And it's going to be 3rd and 10.
You're going to have to help me out here because I just cannot see this side of the field. I guess I'm going to have to stand up and hang my head out the window.
Well, from where we're sitting, we can see the corner. We can't see the I can see the flag in the very corner or the pylon. We're going to go trips to the top. In comes Bruce Brown. This little screen pass that we do would be a nice little play right here. And we got Terrion out wide. He's on the far side. You never go wrong throwing it to him.
Nope.
We fake it. We roll out.
He's going
we
to Terrion.
throw it to the edge.
Nope.
And we're out of bounds. Just a little bit out of bounds. Throws it to Dean. On the far side, he makes the catch, but it looked like his foot was about a foot out of bounds. Going to bring up 4th down.
And he had to go up in the air to catch that, and it was when he come back down, his foot landed out of bounds on the play.
He was wide open, though.
He was.
I say wide open. There was, somebody within 3 or 4 yards of him, but he was wide open. And let's see what we're going to do. We're going to make a decision right here. They got us 3rd down. I think it's 4th down.
It is. No, I don't know. Yeah, on the scoreboard, they're calling it 4th down, but on the
they got a penalty against us they're going to take? I never saw a flag.
I didn't either.
Which is going to make us play 3rd down over? Wow. Why would they do that? Let's make them pay, boys.
Yeah.
Make them pay. They're calling 4th down now. And they moved it back, so they declined the penalty. Yeah. That would have been crazy to give us another down.
So we're going to have to get all the way down to about the 1-yard line to make it 1st down. So it is 4th and 10. Ball's on the 12, so we got to get down to the 2-yard line.
Michael looks. He throws across the middle just a little bit low. Just a little bit low. They're going to take over on the 10-yard line. That's not a bad play, guys. No. And they're going to take over on about the 11-yard line, but the way they played the first series, snapping the ball bad, and they went backwards, this could be big for us. I kind of like the call by Coach Goss on going for it on 4th down right there.
Well, offensively, we didn't get a ton of momentum last week, and he's trying to get some confidence in our guys early here.
From the 11-yard line, they turn and snap the ball off, and he's trying to dance, and we are way out there.
Oh, yeah.
Dropping for no gain, 51 for us. Man, this guy's played good all year. Joe Harris. Boy, I hate he's a senior this year.
I think they marked him at about a 1 yard. Well, let's see where they put the ball. It was
he
a
may
1
have
yard
lost
loss.
a foot.
He lost a yard on the play.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2nd and 11. 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Score 0-0.
Quarterback rolls out. He's going to throw it in the flats, and it's wide open. Nice play. Yep, that was a nice throw. That's going to be a first down. Brings it out to the 23-yard line. That was a very nice play by their quarterback. He faked a handoff and done what we used to call a bootleg. He bootlegged around, spun out of the pressure, and threw a strike. Beautiful ball, really. The receiver catches it and goes out of bounds. Just picture perfect.
Basically the exact same play we had there where Mason threw to our guy in the end zone, and he landed out of bounds. It's basically the same play that we ran.
We shift, and they do a little misdirection. That was a nice play by them, and we whiff in the hole. And they're going to get a first down running straight at us. It was that play has given us trouble all year. They faked the ball going one way and they hand it going back the other. We used to call it a cross buck years ago, kind of a misdirection in the hole. And while we're looking at the what appears to be the football carrier of the running back that's got the ball, look at him going one way. They're pulling guards and kicking out, and trapping us, and they hand it off going the other way, and it's got a clean hole. And they didn't. Yes, they did give them a first down. And East Lawrence is on our 30 or their own 34-yard line. He fakes it. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to go wide. He's got a little bit of speed. We catch him and knock him after about a 7 or 8 yard gain. He's down to their 41-yard line.
I'm going to give you a little history here.
Up to their 41-yard line.
With East Lawrence head coach. He actually worked for Coach Goss down in McIntosh County when Coach Goss was down there as the head coach.
Well, I know of no one I'd rather beat tonight than this pupil. This is kind of an odd set right here. And they hand it off. He's got a little bit of a hole. He's going to get a first down. Up to the 46-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10. They're moving the ball. Started at their own 11, and they're up to their 46-yard line. Had 3 consecutive first downs. First down started with a nice pass by the quarterback out to the flat, and they've been exploiting us inside. I think they
sure have.
They're running the ball 7-8 yards a clip right now. We're putting some more people on the box. The quarterback turns. He's going to throw it. Oh, I think it's going to be a hold against them. I hope it's not a hold on one of our linebackers that held a receiver coming across. Let's see what he calls. It's a hold of some kind from where it was at. Had to be just about it. He's making the call right here. He's talking to the white hat. He's talking to our head coach on a headset, and we're going to take the penalty naturally.
Yep.
We're going to back them up. So it's going to be 1st, and from where the foul was thrown, it's going to be 1st and about probably 16 or 17.
Well,
not quite.
No.
So it's going to be 1st and 15. 1st and 15. We back them up 5 yards. And we go back to a 3-man front. They got trips to the top. Got a single receiver out here. He's going to turn and throw a slant. Oh, my goodness.
We almost got a hand on that ball.
If Gaddafi had just reached his hand out, and that's exactly what Coach Regal is looking at him and saying, hey, man.
Yeah, we could have had that ball.
Could have just about been a pick 6.
Yeah.
And they cross midfield down to our 42-yard line, and now they are in some tempo.
Again, very similar to our style of football.
Yep. We got him in the backfield. We're going to drop him. I like that.
It's going to be no gain on the play.
Good play by number 50 for us, Woodbury.
2 minutes and 15 seconds. Clock still rolling. Score's still 0-0 in the first quarter.
They check one receiver out, bring in a tight end, go to a bunch set kind of. No, they bring twins out here to the bottom. Now they overload us. They're going to turn and fire the ball out here wide. We are out here to make a play. Number 21 for us, McMorris, makes a great play. Comes up very quick. Very quick.
No gain on the play. Great job, Red Raider defense.
It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 42-yard line of Bacon. They're running players on and off the field. They go trips to the top. Got a single receiver, one running back and a quarterback. They're going to sprint out.
I've seen a hold, but
and we make a play and going to drop him a little bit short. We smashed him on the sideline. Who was that? Trent Music, naturally.
Yes, sir. I'm curious to see here if this is 4th down territory or if they got a kicker this good.
Well, from the punt, the first punt, I think they're probably going for it right here. They've been able to get 5 and 6 yards a clip.
Their quarterback, their receiver's kind of struggling on the play there. Number 14.
And we give them a first down.
We jump off sides.
I hate it when we help somebody, don't y'all?
Yes, sir.
It's going to be first down from our 31-yard line. We got trips down here to the bottom.
First down. That's another Owen Bailey, State Farm. First down.
43 seconds left. Clock's ticking. Quarterback turns, and he's going to throw it.
He's going deep.
Oh,
it's going to be a touchdown.
It's going to be a touchdown. We just didn't play it right. We were there to make the play, and we went inside to jump, and the ball just we were not able to get high enough. We were making a play on the ball, and it just fell right behind our defensive back into the hands of their receiver. So with 31 seconds left in the first quarter on a 89-yard drive.
Yes, sir.
An impressive drive by East Lawrence. They go up 6-0. Ball, snap, kick, good. And with 31 seconds left in the first quarter, it's East Lawrence 7, Bacon 0. We're going to go back to the studio. Everybody, East Lawrence lines up to kick off, and we got McMorris down on a 10-yard line waiting to receive the kick. And they kick a high one. It's going to fall right to us. And
he's going to field it on about the 6. He's turning it up.
And he takes it up to about the 25-yard line, 26 maybe. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from our own 26-yard line. All right, guys, we got to convert. We had a couple of running plays that went backwards on us. We were moving the ball fairly good, but their defensive line evidently is very quick because they were in the backfield about the time the ball was snapped. I don't know if what's happening, if they are doing stunts or what's going on, or we're just whiffing on them. But
well, we'll try to keep a little better eye on it this series here and see what's going on. And
Slade's in the backfield. We got trips down here to the bottom. We turn and pitch it to Slade, and he's pulling them. And we get up to, I don't know, about a 2-yard gain, I guess.
I think they're going to mark us maybe 3.
Okay, I will take 3. Going to be 2nd and 7. And that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Red Raider Radio, WAJQ.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent. And the company that stands behind them.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Let's see what we got right here. Going to be second
and
7 on the 20. It's not the 25-yard line. It's on about the 26, 27-yard line.
And I believe
it's in between the 27 and the 28-yard line.
our freshman running back, Slade, is getting some playing time tonight because we're a little banged up in our running back core from last week's matchup.
You got trips. Got to catch that.
Absolutely.
Got to have that ball.
Hit our receiver right in the hands and just squirted right out.
That would have been enough for a first down, which leaves us 3rd and 7. In comes Brown.
Moore.
In comes Boatwright. Slade checks out. Terrion checks in. He's going to the wide side, going to go single coverage against him. They're going to cheat a safety over, go cover 2. And that's what we're going to see. Great throw.
Same thing.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Beautiful throw. Beautiful throw. We've had 2 drops. Michael couldn't have walked out there and handed it to him any better.
We just got to come down with those catches there.
Well, we hear footsteps.
Yep.
And if you're scared, you can't play football.
This is going to force our Red Raiders to punt. There's 11 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the second quarter. East Lawrence 7, Bacon 0.
Evidently, East Lawrence is talking some trash. They had our Terrion Moore, had him cornered out there on the field. They're trying to get a response out of him. Young man's too smart for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Crawford back to punt. Proud of this young man. He's had a great senior season. Got a penalty. He shanks it off to his side. I hope it's all sides against him. And it rolls across to the 50 down to their 49-yard line. That's where East Lawrence will take over depending on what the penalty is. We're going to definitely kick it again if we get a chance, I would hope.
Who knows?
They're talking with them, so it's going to be against us.
Yeah.
First down, they're going to take the penalty, or they're going to mark it from the spot of the foul.
Not real sure.
Okay. They declined a penalty. It was not a very good kick, and I'm taking the ball at midfield. We got to mix up we got to mix up with the officials. They're having a little bit of trouble figuring out too.
How are they going to mark this off unless it was some?
That's what they did.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
I'm baffled on that one. I am baffled.
Yeah.
That's something
I don't know if we had maybe 12 men. I don't know. Maybe we had 12 men.
Yeah, I would.
Some of these. Oh, my goodness. And the quarterback carries it up for about a 5-yard gain. And we had one of our defensive players just reached out to try to stop him. You got to center a guy like this up.
You do. He's too quick.
Too quick, and he's too strong.
Yeah. No, you
He's
definitely got to
slow
square
and compact.
up.
He's not. He's not what you would call short, but he is stocky. And he'll run through your arm tackle all day. He'll tear your arm off at the shoulder if you let him. You got to center a guy like this up.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. We can't fall too far behind, guys. We got to keep this thing close. They hand it off to a big running back. He's going to catch the edge. Cameron Crawford, he don't take no prisoners. Comes up and drops him right on his step for about a 1-yard loss.
Very good job.
No, I'm sorry. That was Cawthorn. That was not Crawford. That was Cawthorn, Brady Cawthorn.
And had Cawthorn missed, Music was full speed ahead right there to come in and back him up.
This kid playing with some injuries from last week. Trent Music. I like his game.
I do too.
He's a football player. We might need to put him at receiver. He don't care if you hit him.
Yeah.
Hey. They turn, the quarterback's going to dance up the middle, and we're going to let him get a first down. He's their best athlete. He keeps going.
No fumble on the play.
He refuses to go down, just leaves a line of Bacon County players that missed the tackle, leaves them in the wake. And he gets a first down all the way down to our 25-yard line.
He is tough to bring to the dirt.
Yep.
9 minutes and 45 seconds. Clock's rolling.
They do a hurry up, do a throw out, and there's nobody out there to catch him. And he just scoots down the sideline for about another 8 or 10-yard pickup.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
In comes number 58, our freshman. No, that's Rod O'Neal. I'm sorry. 57's Terrell Edmond.
Clock stopped with 9 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the second quarter. East Lawrence 7, Bacon 0.
And East Lawrence on the move. And the ball off to a big running back. We hit him in the hole, but it's going to be close to a first down. They're going to mark it. He gets about a 1-yard gain. That's going to be 3rd and 1.
And that's exactly what you were just talking about, what we got to do with the quarterback. You know, we just squared up with him right there and made a good, clean tackle.
They're running players on and off the field. They're going to go for short yardage. They just don't believe we're going to be able to stop them. They run another player on. He's sprinting all the way across the field to get in position. And their quarterback's going to sneak it, and when he does, they're going to have a big fullback to come in there and push behind him. They are going to get a first down to our 15-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. Boys, we need to stop right here in the worst kind of way, or this thing's going to get away from us.
Yes, sir.
Or has the potential of getting away from us.
So 8 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. Clock's rolling.
2 drop passes last series. The difference is they're not dropping him and we are. They hand it off to 35. He's dancing. He's going to bull himself down to about the 6-yard line.
And they're knocking on the door.
Yep, they're down here. You just keep waiting for somebody to make a play, and they just keep pushing it down here. Down to the 6. And we're going to call a timeout. And we're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Classic Country 104.3. East Lawrence down to about the 6-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and about 2. They're saying 2nd and 3. Clock saying 2nd and 3. And their quarterback, they're just bunching it up. They don't think we're going to be able to stop them. They're going to run it right up the middle. Either that or the quarterback's going to roll it out. And he handles it up the middle.
And he's going in for a score.
Sure is. And they just don't believe we can stop them. Nope. And so far we hadn't been able to. So with 8:03 left, East Lawrence goes up 13-0 after a promising opening drive from Bacon County, who we carried all the way down to the 11-yard line. And we were moving at will. We have hit a brick wall, and they took the ball over. The game opened. We held them 3 and out, and since then they've taken control, and their kicker bangs it through.
He's got a leg.
Yeah, he does pretty good. So 8:03 left, 14-0 East Lawrence. Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Classic Country 104.3.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
And he naturally had church with him. It was about time. He sounded like a Pentecostal preacher out there. He said, y'all better get ready.
And he's still preaching to him.
Oh, yeah, he's upset.
He is still preaching to
All
him.
the X's and O's don't replace that thing that ticks in the middle of your chest, friend. Sometimes as a football player, you got to have heart. They're going to move it over, and they're going to kick it. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're kicking it weird. This is weird.
Here's some quick scores. We got Fitzgerald 7, Thomasville 0, Veterans 14, Coffee 7, Irwin 14, Charlton.
We got an
3.
edge. We got an edge. Cut it back straight. Oh, falls forward down to about the 17-yard line. He lost his footing, or he would have got it back up to the 20. Good effort by McMorris.
We've got Warner Robins 6, Wayne County 0, Lee County 7, Northside Warner Robins 0. And that's all I'm seeing so far.
Did you call out the Coffee score?
I did.
Veterans 14, Coffee 7?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, we're about to get this thing started. 7:53 left in the second quarter. We need to go down and score. We need to go down and score quickly. Toombs 7, Vidalia 6. I wish that score would hold. No, I don't. We're going for Vidalia, aren't we?
We need a spark offensively.
We got to take care of this over here. It don't matter. I don't know. Holding against us. First down. They're going to mark it.
Is that going to take us back to the 7? Or half the distance?
And they're about to mark it. And let's see what we got right here. It almost looks like it's an ESPN timeout break. No, they're just bringing water to the officials. And brings us down to the 9-yard line, so we're going to start 1st and 10 from the 9. Got a holding call against us.
Marked at half the distance to the goal.
And our crowd that's made, a good crowd that's made the drive is begging us to wake up. We got trips down here to the bottom. Got a single receiver to the top. Slade is the lone setback. We bring Fuller in motion. We fake it. There goes Michael up the middle, and he gets a good, nice gain up to about the 16-yard line. So that's about a 7-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Nice play by Michael.
Good read there.
Yep.
To pull that ball and just cut up the hole he had in the middle.
As far off the ball as they're playing Terry on, I just raise up, throw it to him right here. They dragging the guy over now.
And that's, I think, where we was going. If not, we had Boatwright wide open over here.
And we get a motion penalty.
And was that on one of our receivers? And this is at, this point in the season, our guys know better than this.
And they're cheating over towards Terrion's way. They're not going to let Terrion beat them. Some of our other receivers are going to have to. And we got wide open to Boatwright. Great throw. Brent, you called it.
Yeah, same play that we was going to run the last play, and he was wide open 2 times in a row.
Well, when the defense is playing cover 2 against you, that window between the cornerback and the safety right on the side, that's an open window. That's the but you got to have a quarterback. You mentioned arm, Brent. You got to have a quarterback that can juice it out there, and Michael can. Twins to the top and twins to the bottom. We turn and hand the ball off Slade, and finally we got a little real estate. He falls forward for about a 4 or 5 yard gain. We're up to the. I'm sorry we didn't tell you. We came up to about the 37 yard line. We're down to the 42. It's going to be 2nd and 5, maybe a long 5.
We're staying with this fast tempo.
That works for us.
No huddle offense, whatever you want to call it.
Just throw it out of bounds. Do something.
Oh, my goodness. So we got an interception.
I didn't see it. I was watching him hit our quarterback out of bounds.
So what happened is he tried to throw it away. Not necessarily throw it away. We did have a receiver right there in the area. He threw it over his head, and they just had the safety stood back there and caught it right on the edge of the sideline and turned it upfield.
Yep, and we give the ball. Now, this right here is getting dangerous. Getting dangerous. We can't afford to let them score right here. We got to stop. They're going to put the pedal to the metal right here, guys.
Try to
turn and hand it off, quarterback. And we got Pruitt. It's on him, and we pick it off. Run! Run!
Oh, my goodness.
Pick 6. We see a flag anywhere? No.
We got lucky.
Yes.
We had a block in the back, but it ain't a block in the back unless it gets called.
And we just got a pick 6. Number 19, is that Batten? Cozy?
Woo, I'm breathing, guys, because we had a sure enough block in the back.
Cozy Batten with a pickoff on the sideline, about a 50-yard, 45 to 50-yard return at least. I'm not exactly sure where we were at. But, man, we needed that. That puts us back in the game. Maybe that gives us the spark that we need.
Well, I take that back. I just looked at Brent's little replay. He did get in front of him, so it wasn't a block in the back. Thank goodness.
Boy, that helped. Ooh, son, I felt the wind sucking out of us.
And that's the turnover that you needed.
Yep, boom. Mesa kicks it through, and that makes it 14-7, and now we're back in the ball game.
And who was that on the pick 6 there again?
It was Nicozy Batten, but that play was made by number 4, Tamarcus Pruitt, who was breathing down that quarterback's neck, and all he basically done what our quarterback done. He threw it and where he thought somebody's supposed to be, and there was a defender in that territory, and it was we caught the ball in stride going back the other way, and it was just a foot race at that point. I would say Jared Boatwright was following Dean. I think it was him, or it was either Trent Music. Anyway, was following Batten as he was running, and he was standing between him and a receiver that was trying to run him down. So great play all the way around. That's the way you coach defense. Good play for these guys. Our defense has pulled us out right here now. We need to put the pressure back on them. They are human.
They are.
We don't need a big kickoff return or anything. I like that squib kick. Give us time to figure it out. Last time we squibbed it, they got up to about the 35-yard line. Mesa approaches. He got a big leg. He booms it. He actually kicks it over there.
Wow.
And he catches it and goes back, and we've got plenty of people there. We need to stop. Oh! Keandre Young.
With the D-cleat.
Decleated him at the 17-yard line. Go ahead, big Keandre. Watch him run over here. Now, this is a kid that's got the frame, got the size and the athleticism as far as speed is concerned to make a difference. He's just a junior this year. Hasn't played a whole lot of football. And Keandre, man, I hope he stays with the program.
Absolutely.
He's big. He's a big kid. He's about 6'4". Probably tips out at about 200 pounds. Got them old high waist. That kind of athletes that make a difference. Long arms.
He looks like a football player.
He looks like a football player. He's one of those guys you won't getting off the bus. They take it and go up the middle, and there we go. We're showing up. Get him for a 1-yard gain.
Nathan O'Neill makes a good hit there in the back of the running back as he's trying to spin out of that. And he says, no, sir, you're not going anywhere.
Nathan's one of those guys that's hobbled up a little bit. Both of our linebackers are limping. Gaddafi, Newsom, he rides my bus every morning. He gets on one step at a time. He's got a bad thigh contusion that he's been playing with most of the season. He's been nicked. They got twins to the top down here. Looked like they had a motion penalty. And we're dragging the guy down, but he gets about a 7-yard gain. It's going to be 3rd and about 2, if I'm looking at it right. 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3. Their quarterback's quite an athlete. That's what we knew coming over here. We need a big stop right here. They spread us out a little bit, but they keep their splits really, really tight. They just want to get behind this big wall and push us because we're not very big on the defensive line, and that's what they're doing. And then all of a sudden their athlete pops out. We got him in the back. Oh, we had him in the back. Yes! We got him, and we throw him back for a big loss. It's going to drop him. Going to be 4th down. We lose 1 yard line. Yes, it's going to be 4th and a long 3. I have all ideas. They're about to punt the football. Guys, high fives all the way around. It's exactly what we needed.
Absolutely.
Let's come down here. We're 4:18 left in the second quarter, 4:16. The clock is still running.
I'm going to call it Redemption 4:18.
That would be John 3:16.
Well, I'm saying Redemption 4:18 tonight. We got 4 minutes and 18 seconds for our offense to get a little redemption here.
Looks like the talk done well for Coach Goss. He's standing over with his hands on his hip. He's still livid.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not quite as livid as he was. We got McMorris, who is standing back around midfield, waiting to receive the punt. And East Lawrence calls a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on Classic Country, 104. McMorris stands at about the 49-yard line of Bacon. We should get the ball back, barring a tragedy. We should get the ball back in fairly good territory. Their kicker, he just pops it. Not much of a style. It's going to fall, and then it's going to roll. And it rolls across midfield and going to come right dead on our 45-yard line. So
we'll
we do.
Take it.
Yeah, we got got real good field position. Our defense showed up and had a pick six. Then we come in and we stop them 3 and out and gives our offense back the ball. The last time it was disastrous, but now we're about to take it over. And let's see what we're having now. They're having church out on the field. Coach Watson, Pastor Watson, he needs to have some church with him down here.
And Bishop John David Sellers.
Mm-hmm. What are you trying to tell me, Brent? You hand me a smart water.
You might need to pass me 2 or 3 of them things.
trips to the top. We got a single receiver down here to the bottom. I'd streak this single receiver just as far as I could run him. Now they bring him in motion. Fuller, he's one we like to hand the ball off to. He's about to throw it. Now he reverses field. And we got a little bit of a wall, and Michael delivers a great hit.
Wow. Quarterback looked like a fullback.
Yes. And we get him down about a 9-yard gain. It looked like he was about to try to throw the football. Fuller was. And even when he got 8-yard gain, it looked like he was about to stop.
I held my breath right there.
Me too. I don't know what he was thinking. He was either trying to hold on it or throw it one.
Well, or either fake them out.
Yeah. We got twins to the top, twins to the bottom. And they're playing a cover two. And we had the ball right up off the middle, right up the middle to Slade. And he just bulls his way forward down to the 41-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Go ahead.
Freshman running like a fullback here. Honestly, that run to me, as physical as it was, looked like a fullback, top run.
It was. He just lowered. He had both hands on the ball, protected it.
Well, his leg strength is so strong.
Bring Bruce back in. Bruce Brown, our senior running back, trips to the top. We got Terry on by himself, and they've got him double covered over here, got him covered up. Got a cornerback walked up on him with a safety over the top.
And they're going to make us go to our other receivers now.
And we drop it again. And they having trouble with them balls hitting them in the chest for some reason. And he knows it. We're definitely in 4-down territory. It's going to be 3rd down. I wouldn't be surprised to see us call a timeout. Incomplete pass. The clock is stopped. And Terry on the last few games has been demanding double coverage. They're not going to let him beat them. Even though that's not stopped him in the past. It's going to be 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 6, I'm sorry. 3rd and 6. We are on the 41-yard line. Great. Did we drop it?
We dropped it. It's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down, man. I don't know how many drop passes we've had tonight. And we're going to kick it. We're not going to give them any. We're going to make them go the length of the field. Even though I wanted to be tied at halftime, I'll take this play.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I would do. I don't know if we've got it in the playbook, but I would try to get them to jump right here. If we could get them to jump. Come on, man. You can't be walking. Let's go. He's still thinking about that drop pass. You got to let him go. And we fake it. And we got to play outside.
There's
Bruce,
a flag down.
They're going to stop us anyway. Let's see what the flag was. If it's against us, they get the ball back anyway.
So he's either, if I was him, I'd take the ball.
If they back us up, no. I mean, to let us punt it, no, they're going to take the play.
Yeah, they're going to take the play because they're getting possession of the ball here on the 30s.
Have they had a penalty yet? I don't think East Lawrence has had a penalty yet, and this is about our 5th or 6th. I'm not saying they're not deserved. I'm just making a point.
So they decline the penalty, take over possession of the ball. It's East Lawrence ball. 2 minutes and 1 second remaining in the second quarter. East Lawrence 14, Bacon 7.
In fact, right now, as I'm thinking back over the season, it's a touchdown that was called back last week.
Yep.
Bruce Brown touchdown that cost us that game. We had 2 touchdowns called back for penalties.
Yep.
So it's undisciplined play that has cost us this season. It's not been effort. It's been an undisciplined play. Would you agree?
Well,
how many games have we played where the other team had more penalties than we have?
I don't think any, but I will say this. Of those touchdowns that you mentioned, I think it was bad calls because I've went back and watched film. We've looked at it and we've looked at it. So on those specific plays, I don't think it was undisciplined play. I think it was just human nature and bad calls.
All I know is if we played every team we played and we've had more penalties than they have,
no,
and I'm not going to say we didn't get
Well, the turnovers ultimately, I think, has hurt us more than the penalties have. But the penalties have definitely been, I think, number 2 calls. So we make a good stop on the play.
And they bring it across the 50-yard line down to the 49 with 58 seconds left. I don't know how much they're going to try.
Clock's running 52
Good point.
seconds.
Brent just made the point, Joe, that we do get the kickoff back. So
Yes.
we got the opportunity. And I'm sure that was what was on Coach Goss's mind. Even though we tried to go for it on 4th down, I like the call myself. We had a penalty, which wouldn't have mattered.
Ooh, we got him.
We got
the ball back.
We got the ball.
Great
Yes,
play,
sir.
51, Joe Harris.
Woo. What a senior play. 40. We get the ball on the 40-yard line with 34 seconds left, and I think we got 2 timeouts left, if I'm not mistaken.
How many times do you see that when you see a defensive player come in to the blind side of the quarterback and just lay a lick on him, hit him in the back, and the ball come out? What? First down, Raiders. Okay, we had a flag on the play. Not real sure what the penalty was. I think it was on them, so we declined the penalty.
Well, he actually called the penalty, but he pointed towards us, but then he turns around and gives us the ball, so evidently he just pointed in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
He's just so used to pointing to bacon tonight. We're going to go Twins to the top. We got a young receiver that's going to have to forget about these drop passes now and get his head in the game. He's going to drop a big one if he don't forget the ones that he's dropped.
We'll get it to Terrion.
Terrion's out wide, and they're going to drag him down about the 21, 22-yard line. 26 seconds left. How did we get that much time?
They're calling for spike the ball here. Spike the ball. So we're trying to get set. And that's exactly what we do. So 21 seconds remaining.
Trying to figure out what we're doing. We just stopped the clock. We still got 2 timeouts left. That gives us 3 plays, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe 4 plays. Incomplete pass. It's going to be second down from the 22-yard line. We got plenty of play clock. 24 seconds on the play clock. Trips to the top. Terrion's by himself down here to the bottom. We're looking. Michael's looking. We're open, Michael.
And we just run out of bounds. Michael keeps the ball. They flush him out of the pocket, and he just runs out. None of our receivers
If he had been running to the right, that would have been a touchdown because our receiver broke open in the end zone, wide open. But he's sprinting too hard to his left to be able to make the stop and throw. We lose 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 11. I'm sorry, lose 1 yard. It's going to be 3rd and 11.
14 seconds remaining.
With 2 timeouts left.
East Lawrence 14, Bacon 7.
We don't need to squander this if there's any way that we can keep from it. But they got Twins on Terrion. He's open.
He's open.
He catches it.
Hammers it. Touchdown.
Did they give it to him?
Touchdown. What an effort. He leaves bodies everywhere.
Wow.
My goodness.
He reached
Great
out.
pass by Mason Michael.
Man.
All right, go ahead. You call the play,
my
Joe.
goodness.
You want to tell them what happened. Tell us what happened.
Terrion Moore was lined up wide out here on the bottom. He makes a cut to the inside, runs across the flats. Michael hits him right square in the chest, and 2 guys meet him the second that he catches the ball. He semi-breaks the tackle, and as a last-ditch effort, he dove. As they're holding and trying to pull him back, he dove out and put the ball across the line for a touchdown.
And that's it. What we wanted was a tie score at halftime. And barring some tragedy on kickoff, it's with 6.3 seconds left. We got it back 0-0, Brent. We get the ball back in the second half.
Wow.
Bacon County 14, East Lawrence 14. I'm feeling better.
I'm feeling much better.
Come on, somebody. Rise up. Woo. Whew. Man, I was starting to get upset. I feel better now. This week. Okay. And we're waiting for a kickoff. Coach has given us some last-minute instructions. Look like, who is that? Who's our special team coach out there? Oh, that's Coach Brown.
Yep.
Coach Scott Brown out there. Man, he's been in it as long as I've been in it, just about it. Coach Brown has. We got a great coaching staff. I know we say that every year, every week, but we just look at this coaching staff. We got youth, we got experience, and even our young guys are experienced, play a lot of football. Coach Goss, what is Coach Goss? Maybe early 40, late 30?
Yeah, he's 40.
40 years old?
He's 40 years old.
Played on championship team at Valdosta State. Got a lot of coaching experience, coached with a lot of coaches. Mesa kicks the ball.
He gives another good boot here.
He does.
He's going to field it on the 4.
We got an opportunity here. Oh, we miss him. And he trips, thank the Lord. And time runs out. There you have it, guys.
That's going to send it into the half.
East
Laurens,
go
14,
ahead.
Bacon 14. We bring it back. 14 all, baby.
14-0 is what the score was when Bacon decides we're going to show up. It came on a pick six. That saved us.
Yes.
Pick six by Nkosi Batten, who takes it all the way to the house. And then it's been a different ball game for Bacon ever since. It lit us up, and we're playing with the passion that we need to play. We're going to take about an 18-minute break. We got 20 minutes showing at halftime. We'll be back with a couple of minutes left to give you some updates on some scores around the area as we over here get ready to watch the Bacon County Band perform for us for the first time. In a away atmosphere. So we're excited about that. Stay with us. You're listening to Red Raider Radio, and you're listening to us on WAJQ Classic Country 104.3.
Jessica Johnson, Sarah Jane Johnson, Jared Lee, Blake Martin, and Leah Williams. They will be presenting their show, Is This the Real Life? Featuring the songs We Will Rock You, Bohemian Rhapsody, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. The soloists include Connor Bramlett, Halen Cookland, Javaria Jones, J.C. Martin, Hannah Tennison, Macy Boatwright, and Layla Cole. The band would like to thank their major sponsor, Clean Air and Electric, and Almond Nursery and Blueberry Farms, along with many who have helped sponsor the meals. Tonight's meal was provided by John Hughes State Farm. Drum majors, Macy Johnson and Rachel Sweat. Is your band ready? Raider Regiment, you may now begin your performance. all the way to concession stand? All the way.
gentlemen, on behalf of the Lawrence County Board of Education, Superintendent Mr. Clifford Thornton, Principals Dr. Lee Collins and Dr. Jamie Lawhorn, we present the East Lawrence High School Band of Gold. The band directors are Jonathan Sid and Frederica Jones. The percussion instructor is Marquise Wiggins. The auxiliary instructor is Kelly Jones. The band of gold field directors are drum major Shauna Moore, band captain Chan Knowles, percussion captains Gabriel Edwards and Courtney Evans, and auxiliary captains Charisma Smith and Kamari Johnson. The band of gold is going back to the 80s with these Billboard hits: Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe, Take On Me by A-ha, The Final Countdown by Europe, and Thriller by Michael Jackson. We will conclude the show with our fight song, Go Falcons! Drum major Shauna Moore is the band of gold ready. Bring on the band of gold.
Well, good evening, Raider Nation. My name is Brent Johnson. I'm glad you've joined us tonight live on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. We're having a, you don't know it, and probably won't. We're having a problem with, not to go into great detail, with the audio whenever my laptop is plugged in, trying to get the radio guys' audio through without any type of static. There's a grounding issue here in this building. Obviously, we hadn't had any trouble anywhere else we've been. Or I've got a problem with one of my cords, but either way, if my laptop begins to die, and it's likely to before the end of the half, I apologize. I'm going to have to come on here and call the remainder of the game just so you can hear, unless we go silent, and I know most of you at home prefer not to do that. But we're about to kick off here, and I want to transfer it back over to the and the ball is kicked out of bounds. I'm going to turn it over to the radio guys just as long as we can, and then because I do not want my laptop to run out of charge, and I'm almost tempted not to. We're going to go with the radio guys for just a few more minutes, and then go from there.
14-14 here on a beautiful night, a little bit muggy, but still a beautiful night. It's for South Georgia, not an unusual night. I wish it was cooler.
68 maybe. 70, somewhere right in there.
Something like that. Beautiful field over here.
Outside it doesn't feel too bad, but in this building that we're in, it's sticky.
A little sticky, yeah.
We don't
Quarterback Michael brings them out. We got a tight end in, and we got a wing back. We got one long tailback behind him with twins here to the bottom. And he turns and he hands the ball off, and my goodness, what was that?
Number 50,
our running back just got smoked.
Number 55 for East Lawrence broke through our line, and he just met us before we even could get back to the
what I saw line. Was us run into our own player.
Yeah.
And get turned around.
Well, that's because 55
smashed our player back.
Had him on his heels.
We got the same play. We bring Guyton in, and we throw the ball out wide to Tyron Dean, and he spins forward for about a 6-yard gain. They're going to call it a 5-yard gain.
And that ball didn't come quite quick enough to give him enough time to be able to make a play after the catch there.
It's going to be 3rd and 5. Guyton's in the game, heavily taped ankle. Man, he looks good. Kid's looking good, putting on some weight. He's just a sophomore this year. We hand the ball off to Guyton out wide.
We get a block.
And he's going to get a first down, falls forward for about a 7 or 8 yard gain, and we go up to the 42-yard line.
And good patience
47-yard line, 47 yard.
Good patience by him.
We all agree that when healthy, Guyton is just an explosion waiting to happen. He's gained a lot of weight, but it's good, healthy weight.
Yes.
He gets on the bus every morning. When he does, he just got a thick barrel chest, and he's quick as lightning.
A little bit of Chubb.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Nick Chubb.
We turn and hand the ball off to Bruce. He cuts it up. Oh, he should have kept going north and south. He's going to fall for about a 2-yard loss. He's just not going to be able to go east and west. We cut it up, and then he tried to bounce it. He'd been better just stuck his head down and go on down for about a 2-yard gain instead of trying to make something happen. But I'm not going to argue with him because he's good in the hole. He's quick. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. He could have done that and broke it for a 10-yard gain.
That's right.
It just didn't happen.
And
2nd and 12. We hand the ball off to Bruce inside. And they're going to grab him. We get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10. It's these little losses, these little penalties, these little 2-yard losses that's not supposed to happen on a running play. It's those type of things right there that are costing us tonight. We're going to be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, 9:32 left. This is our opening drive. I really would, Brent, like to put this in the end zone. This is big. Joe, let's see what we dial up right here. Terrion's lined up as a true tight end position, and you have Keandre.
Screen set up here.
Maybe.
No.
Dean makes the catch, but it's going to be a little bit short. And we're going to be 4th and 3, 4th and 4.
Ball's on the 47.
See what coach does. I'm kicking if I'm him, but he may go for it. You know, we don't really have anything to lose. We are going to go for it. Let's see if we can get them to jump without us jumping. That would be the key.
Yeah.
We turn and look. Is he going to call a timeout? What's he going to do? We may just take a penalty at this point. Kick it down inside.
He's going to take the penalty.
Yeah. And do we take the penalty? They may decline it. Delay a game. It's worth a try. Out comes senior Cameron Crawford to punt the ball away. It's going to be 4th down from our own 47-yard line. They're going to mark it off against us. They are. And it's going to be on our own 48-yard line is where we're kicking from. Gives us a little bit of room. Cameron can boot this thing. He's missed it a couple of times tonight. But if he gets into it, he could pin them deep. Just depends on how he hits it.
That's right.
Good snap.
He gets it off in a good boot.
And they're going to call a fair catch.
Oh,
and he fumbles the ball. Falls back on it.
Ooh,
oh, goodness.
That
was close. And they get the ball on the 19, 20-yard line, on their own 20-yard line. 8:14 left in the second quarter. Score 14-14. And we kick the ball, get a good drive going, get a first down. Then we stall because of a negative play, which puts us behind the sticks a little bit. Just not something we can afford to do.
We need another good defensive stand here to give us, if we can keep them pinned deep here, give us some good field position, hopefully, coming back.
They got trips down here to the bottom, got one long setback. They just going to ride this quarterback, and they snapped the ball on the ground, and we that was our O'Neal came in, our linebacker, stuck his helmet right under the chin of that quarterback. It was a terrible snap, not the quarterback's fault.
So we're playing with some authority here defensively.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the way their first drive of the game started. Had one of the balls snapped back on the ground to the quarterback. They're bringing in number 35. He's done some damage to us, a big tailback. Looks like a fullback. We're in 35. Kind of looks like Veron Haynes. Turns and throws the ball out wide, and we're there, and they dropped the football. He calls it an incomplete pass. It could have been very close to a lateral, but they called it an incomplete pass. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 14. And
7 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
East Lawrence on the 16-yard line. They're on 16.
East Lawrence 14, Bacon 14. Still tied.
Got a true tight end in. And they're going to turn and just hand it off and see what he can do. We got him trapped. He's throwing something in the middle. Got to be a hold. I'm not taking the penalty. I don't know. I may take a penalty and see if we can't get one snapped over their head and in the end zone.
Let's see what's going on here.
That puts them, no, it would only be half the distance to the goal. No, I think, let's see what he does. He's getting his options. He's talking to the official. He's getting his options right here. They had about a 2-yard gain. This is why he gets paid the big bucks. He declines it. It's going to be 4th and 12, 4th and 11. And our defense rose up, done what they needed to do. Good play, good pressure. In comes Slade. In comes Cameron Crawford. Get some speed on the edge. Going back is Guyton. I'm sorry, not Guyton. McMorris. Keywan McMorris.
Whoa. Let that ball go.
We really didn't have a chance.
No.
Man, this guy's been fortunate with some of his rolls. They down it on our 40-yard line on the end. Tamarcus Pruitt gave it every effort. flying over. They caught him on the legs and kind of flipped him up in the air. It looked a lot worse than it was. But Bacon takes over with 7:11 left in the second or third quarter. Runs out onto the field, sprints. I like this tempo that we were running in the beginning. We just we've got to make it happen when we can. We can't afford these negative plays on these run plays. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom, got a long setback. We throw the ball out wide, and we miss a block that time. And we scramble back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard short, but they were ready for that. You know what I'm doing right here? Tell you what I'm doing right here. I'm pumping it like I'm going out there, and I am sending Mr. Terrion streaking right past him like he's going to block him, streak him right past him, and that's 6. Go ahead, call it. Call it, Coach.
Come on.
I'm calling it. Trips to the top. Trips to the top. We got a single setback. Tyron Dean, single receiver out here. Tyron Dean, one setback. Guyton, quarterback Michael turns, and he fakes it. He goes up the middle. He's got some yardage on him and gets a first down. Cross midfield down to the 48-yard line of East Lawrence. The Falcons in check Slade. Guyton checks out. Not Slade, I'm sorry. That is, yes, that's right. Guyton is out and Slade is in. Tyron Dean runs across the field. He alone with Antoine Fuller are the twins to the top. We got Moore and Dean down here to the bottom. Michael hands the ball off. Slade's trying to go wide. Just not able to go wide. That's one of the things about a young running back. They see all the open field out wide, and their instinct is to run to the open field. If he makes a move and dashes back inside, he's going to get north and south. And one of the things that senior running back Bruce Brown has been very, very good at doing. We're running 3 running backs at him. We'll see which one has the hot hand.
Speaking
Twins
of
to the
Bruce, he comes out.
Right.
Plays Slade at the back position.
Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Michael looks over the defense. They played cover 2 most of the night. In motion comes Fuller. There goes Michael up the middle again. He's breaking open in the middle, and he's going to go forward where he got him marked. They got him marked for a first down. Michael gets up a little bit gingerly. He's favoring his right arm.
And I see the ball.
And he's shaking his right.
Yeah, the ball
right
come out, but the ref marked him down.
Might be a good time to call a timeout, Coach. I'm not sure his hand's going to take it.
Yeah,
he calls timeout. And something's happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if it don't look good the way he's favoring that arm.
He just maybe got a stinger.
But we got Terrion over here on the side that's warming up and going to possibly put him in at quarterback. He's getting that shoulder, that arm loosened up just in case. Let's see what happens here. We are bringing Michael out, and not sure exactly what the situation is. He is favoring his right hand to some degree. We're going to bring him out for a minute, and Coach is going to stand there and talk to him just a second and look everything over, make sure he's all right. So when we go back out, it's going to be 1st and 10. Bacon from the 37-yard line. 37-yard line of East Lawrence, and they're with Terrion in at quarterback. They're going to go. Well, they're still cover 2. We're flopping receivers back and forth, running one all the way across the field, and we have to call a quick timeout because we don't know the play, and we're going to take another timeout. You're listening to Classic.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
In a row, I hope that doesn't come back to haunt us. A possibility that could. I hope we put the game away where it's not an issue. Got trips down here to the bottom. We got a single. Nope. We don't have. We got a tight end on across the field. Bruce Brown in at tailback. And we've got Terrion, quarterback, and he sticks it right up the middle, and we know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And he goes forward for about a 5-yard gain or 6. And it's going to be the Terrion Moore show here for a minute. I'm trying to find Michael.
He's right here in front of the tent.
Let's see what he's doing. He took a shot on his hand, and he's got a football in his left hand.
He's still working that hand, squeezing it, opening and squeezing.
Dude, I'm telling you, them quarterbacks taking shots on the hands. Hands the ball to Bruce. Bruce cuts it up, gets what he can. They're running him down from the side, from the back. Our offensive linemen are just not getting out in time. They're following. When we pull, they're following us. We need some type of misdirection to catch them. They're doing what they do, and as long as we're doing that, and they're running us down from the back, they're going to keep doing it.
It's going to bring up third and looks to be a long 3.
3rd and 3. We're at the 30-yard line. Nose of the football's on the East Lawrence 30. 3:52 left. We hand the ball off to Guyton. He's got a hole. He pushes forward, falls forward for about a 7-yard gain down to the 22, 23-yard line. 1st and 10,
Him lowering
Bacon
his
County.
shoulder is what made the difference there to get those 3 extra yards.
We knew he was going to be special last year as just a freshman. He was electric. And Michael's working his hand and he's trying to look it over. I don't know if it's a bruise on the hand or if he's popped a finger or what exactly, but that's bad when it's on your throwing hand.
He is heavily favoring that thing.
Yep. There goes Terrion. He throws it out to Fuller. Fuller makes a move inside. Great move. Fuller makes 2 moves and gets in for the score.
No flags.
No flags.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown. Great play by Terrion Moore. My goodness, and I know Fuller took it, and he danced, and he made it happen.
And don't forget the block out here.
Yeah, great block out here. But Terrion takes the ball and has the RPO. He fakes the ball to the running back, and then he starts sprinting along the line of scrimmage. Everybody in the stadium thinks he's going to turn it and run it, and he just flips it out here to Antoine. And when he does, Antoine makes 2 unbelievable moves with great blocking in front of him and scores. 3:08 left. And we kick it through. Come on, Mesa. Be clockwork. There you go, baby. And just like that, it's 21-14, Bacon up over East Lawrence. We're going to take a quick time.
Okay, Raider Nation. I'm going to have to take over for a little bit while my laptop charges. I want to make sure. I want to give you some audio. I'm having, again, if you're wanting with me right at halftime, we're having some issues with it's a power issue with a buzzing noise into the radio system. When I plug my stuff into there, we got to run him back out to the left side, a little speed. We got number McMorris runs him down after about a 13-yard gain by the running back to this wide side. So fortunately you can see, so I don't have to do a great job of commentating. This field, we're a lot closer. I'm able to see much better, so that'll help with my being able to call some things. But back to the problem, we were having a power issue, a grounding issue, causing a buzz in the radio guy's system. So I had to unplug my laptop for the majority of the game, and therefore it couldn't charge. So it's got to charge back up. So during that time period, I'm going to be with you. The handoff right up the middle, 35. He just keeps churning his legs, but he wasn't hit till about 3 yards past the original line of scrimmage. I guess their linemen are reaching our linebackers and giving a good push there, but that's about a 7-yard gain on first down, or nearly an 8-yard gain. It's going to be second and a long 3, it looks like. As you just witnessed what the Raiders needed to do, they took the kickoff down the field. Terrion Moore had to come in as quarterback as we had a hand injury by Michael. Hopefully he's able to return the next series. The handoff again to the back, and we missed the tackle in the backfield, and he grinds it out for another 6 yards. That's going to be another first down. Defense is on their heels at the moment. Just need to make a play like we did earlier. 21-14, your Raiders lead. Clock ticks down, 1:28 left in the third quarter. There's the snap up the middle by number 1 this time, I believe. Another 5 yards up the middle there. They're just getting a real good push on that front line here late in the third quarter. Defense shouldn't be gassed. Just the second series in this quarter as it's almost gone for the defense. Quarterback keeps it this time up the middle. He's going to get tackled from that wide side by Joe Harris. He's had a whale of a game. He had a forced fumble by the quarterback and recovery in the second half to kind of turn things around for the Raiders. That was about a 4-yard gain, just shy of the fourth down, shy of the yard to go. Most likely 4-down territory here. They've positive yardage thus far on this drive, and they're lining up in this sort of a horseman, just kind of a push here. And there's going to be enough as they're going to spot them for the first down. Probably a 2-yard gain, yard and a half, but they didn't need but about a half a yard. Got about 14 seconds left. And I'm not sure if they'll get another playoff. We're going to swap ends most likely of the field here. Third quarter is going to end. Your Red Raiders are going to lead 21-14. Again, if you're just maybe just joining us or trying to figure out what's going on, I'm at least taking some time now for my laptop to recharge. It may not. We're down to 11%. I had to keep it unplugged due to some buzzing, grounding issues with the radio guys, and very annoying. So we had to leave my laptop unplugged, and it's needs charging back up. So you're going to have to listen to me probably for the remainder of this game, this fourth quarter. But bear with me. We're going to take a quick break and be back in just a moment as we broadcast live on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. All right, we're back. Beginning of the fourth quarter, your Raiders lead 21-14. 12 minutes to go here in this big region matchup for the Raiders, trying to stay in the hunt for a playoff. Quarterback to the outside. Had a cornerback in the backfield. Not able to make the play. Kind of got lost there. It's going to be another first down for the Falcons. The Raiders still have a slim chance to make the playoffs. It's no longer out of our control. We can win the next two games and still not make it. I was looking at some scores earlier. By my calculations, I haven't talked to Coach, but we need, I believe, we need Toombs County to really lose their last three games. I'm not sure if that's possible. I know that they were tied with Vidae at halftime, 13-13 earlier, and Jeff Davis was leading, I think, 9-6 over Swainsboro. And you know what we were capable of doing versus Toombs and Swainsboro. Second down and 5. They're just get chunks here as our defense needs to really dig in here and try to keep them out of the end zone. And another 3 or 4 yard there. That's probably the shortest gain. Yeah, it looks like about 3rd and 3 on the 9, so they can still get a first down prior to scoring. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 to go. They've got a pretty good kicker, but I can't imagine them kicking a field goal. They're in 4-down territory here. We need to somehow maybe get need a tackle for a loss here, or at least at the line of scrimmage. I'm having to lean out the window here. Not a lot of room here to look. This ball is handed off up the middle. Oh, big tackle, what we needed. And there's number 3. Excuse me, 9. That's Gaddafi Newsom. Nope, that is number 3, Keandre Young. It's going to be 4th down and 3. You got to think they're going for it here. Folks, Keandre Young, he's a good-looking kid. Just a great kid, too. 6'3", pushing 6'4", 215, 20 pounds. He's just got so much room to grow, just a junior. Just doesn't have a lot of football experience. He's just a raw athlete. And here's 4th and 3. Boy, a big stop here by the Raiders would be awesome. 9 minutes to go. No, if we can get him down before he crosses the line. We're just unable to, as they stretch it out, I can hardly see where they tackled him at, but the radio guys looks like we got a good spot. Again, it's kind of hard to see from our angle. We're not far from the field. We're not real high up, but this window is so small, and the angle down the sideline is difficult to see, but we stop them. Go Raiders. Raiders are going to take over. Looks like on about the 6-yard line, if I'm actually having to look through my camera versus out the window. Maybe that's what I need to be doing anyway. Carson Taylor is doing a fantastic job. He's done it all season long. Had a couple other kids, my son Jake Johnson and Tate Taylor, on a couple games. But Carson's been with me all season long, every game. What a phenomenal job he does. As you can see the clock there, 9:30 exactly on it. 21-14. Raiders need to methodically go down the field or score quickly. It doesn't really matter. To me, we just don't need to turn the ball over down here deep. We need to try to clear out some space. Looks like Terrion in the background, in the backfield again. He's going to hand it off to Slade. He breaks one up the middle. The freshman Slade up the middle to the 40, to the 50, to the 45. Boy, what a game-breaking play there by this young freshman. As we've been talking about how he needs to go north and south. You heard the Rev talking earlier. You know, they see that green pasture out to the right or left of the line of scrimmage, and they want to kind of head for it. But, man, he went right off tackle there, right up the gut. 60-yard run there by the young man. Super strong guy. Great kid. Great student. As a matter of fact, he's in my second block class, Intro to Engineering. I complimented him the other day. I think he may have the best handwriting of a young man I've ever seen in my life. Very articulate. And Terrion off to the left side. He's going to get another first down. Got to update 20-20. Toombs and Vidalia. That's just crazy to me. Terrion's going to take it to the right side. Oh, and a big stiff arm, and he goes up the field. Big spin move, and he's cutting it back to the left side. Are you kidding me? Another stiff arm in the end zone for a touchdown. Yes, sir. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I mean, are you kidding me, folks? That looked like you're playing Madden 2021, whatever you call them. I mean, that's what this young man is capable of doing right there. I'm talking that might be the highlight of the week as we're going to submit that one for sure. That's just sure will. Well, it's sure manhood is what that is. Where he stiff-armed that guy. Oh, man. You know, everybody's going nuts. Oh, he's going to get extra 5 or 6 yards. Then he makes a spin move, cuts it back outside, another big stiff arm, and then he drags 2 defenders in the end zone. I mean, it's amazing. And that's going to put the Raiders up 27. And Meza, I tell you, we can't say enough about this young man, how he's developed over the season. He is a machine at the extra points, and he is kicking it nearly into the end zone on kickoffs. Wow. You're talking 6 plays and we're in the end zone. Just exactly what the doctor ordered for the Raiders. We're going to take a quick break and be back in just a moment. And there's your kickoff. And we're going to run this guy down and make him look bad here, pushing him out of bounds about the 25-yard line. Folks, I hope you got a chance to see that. You'll get to watch it again on demand a little bit later without the replay here, and you can rewatch it as much as you want. That was just pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. 28-14 is impressive as the Raiders were down 14-0, and we have come back with vengeance here as we held on 4th down previously. So we need to drop the hammer right here with 8 minutes exactly on the clock. Yeah, 14 down. You're not going to see him run it quite as much, and this kid can throw it. I watched enough film to know that he can throw it down the field. All that ball didn't look very good, but tried to force it in there a little low. But this is where you put a team in a bind here where they've got to catch up. They probably would be more effective with us if they ran the ball, as we saw just a few moments ago. They were getting 6-7 yards a clip. But now time's running out. They're not only just playing against our defense, but they're playing against the clock. So we have splits in the back with the quarterback, and he steps back as you see there. Throws it over the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Trent. Can't get it out. Pretty sure that's Trent. No, that's Batten again. Cozy, that's his second, number 19. That's his second interception. And that's what happens when you're forced to do something you're not comfortable doing a lot, and that's throwing the ball. Just overthrew. I don't know if the receiver stopped running, but either way, Cozy was there, made the catch, and again, he had a pick six that really put the fire under our boys mid part of the second quarter. Another great play there by that young man. Raiders are going to take over on the 40-yard line of the Falcons. Looks like we're going to see Terrion come back out. Had to look for the number 1. Also, you can look for where the shirt tail's hanging out. And we're going to hand it to Slade right up the middle. I guess we're going to get a little push there from our offensive line, which I like to see that effort. That's going to give us about probably a 2-yard long 2, short 3 there. 2nd down and 7. Or a long 7, I would say. Guyton's going to check back in at running back. The radio guys was mentioned a little earlier about Guyton. He's a little shorter than Chubb was, but when you look at his legs and his rear, his quads and all up to his hips, man, he is just strong looking, and he's thickened up so much from last year, and he runs just with authority, and he's quick, and he just hasn't been healthy this year, but he's only a sophomore, so when next year comes around and he is healthy, I tell you what, he's probably going to put another 10 pounds, and he's going to get up to about 185, 190, and he's going to gash some people next year. Got a little penalty there, procedure call on the Raiders. It's going to be 2nd and 12. And, again, the clock is our friend. We're going to let it run. We're under 7 minutes now, 6:57, 6:56. 13 on the play clock. We're going to bring it all the way down, probably snap it with about 2 to 3 seconds on the clock. And, 2 seconds. We got to get it off before we get another. There we do. Oh, we do give it to Guyton, but again, we waited a little too long to snap it, I believe. It was a little bit of a hurry there, and Terrion didn't get the ball to him quite in rhythm. But that's going to be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. I mean, at this point, I'm almost like, let's let Terrion run it 2 times here and play defense if we don't get the first down in 2. I got a feeling I'd just go for it. I wouldn't risk punting it and having something crazy happen. We got them spread out 5 wide, but I think the Falcons are going to call a timeout here and talk about some things. And I want to talk about some things. I'm not on the air much with football. You'll hear my voice a lot on softball and baseball as it comes up next year in the spring. But I want to thank my title sponsors, and I do have a little commercial for them here that I'm running. I'm not running the normal commercials that we do due to time constraints, but I want to thank Family Vision Care, Drs. Hutto and McQuaig, for being a part of our broadcast the last couple of years. Just a huge company, a business, locally owned and operated, and has been for years and years and years, taking care of our vision right here locally in Alma, Georgia, to have a state-of-the-art facility. I want to thank Mr. Mike Wheeler and the Wheeler Agency for everything that he does, and he's been with us for the last couple of years as well. Country Financial. I want to thank Miss Lisa Coley at Codes Electric. Boy, she's been with us for probably 8 years as we've been broadcasting, sponsoring all kinds of stuff, helping us do what we do. And we're back here, and I'll finish up with the other couple in a moment. Raiders are 3rd and 10 on the 40. And Terrion keeps it up the left side. And nobody wants to tackle this guy, and he's going to have a first down. I mean, he's sneaky fast. And it's because he's so big. You're talking about a kid that's 6'2", pushing 6'3", 225, maybe even 230. But he's so smooth and so hard to take down by the defense. So, again, we're under 6 minutes, 5:36 in the fourth quarter with a 14-point lead. Got to think he's just going to snap it. Terrion is going to run it, or he's going to hand it off, depending on what coach wants to do. Either way, we need to go north and south here. 10 seconds on the play clock. Slade puts his head down. And he's going to get about 1 foot on the carry, just past the original line of scrimmage. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that clock continues to run with 465. We get back in the win column, folks, and what that does is it's going to put a 5 spot on the board in the win column for us. Be 5-4 if we can hold on here, and that's just huge for the Raiders and this new culture that's been brought to us by Coach Goss and his staff last year, and really sinking in this year. It's going to be second and a long 9 here. And we take the snap, hand it off to Guyton. He shoots out to the right, cuts it back up the middle. Man, he was just a couple inches away from taking that to the house. It's going to be close to another first down, but it's going to be about a half a yard shy. Third and about a half a yard, definitely in 3-down territory here, unless they just want to give Mesa an opportunity. But you got to think we're just going to punch it out here. Slade, the freshman, is going to re-enter the game. Brown comes out. Again, Michael on the sideline with some ice on his hand. That's on his right hand, throwing hand. So hopefully that's just something that's going to be a bruise, and he'll be ready to go for Vidalia next week at home on senior night. And we're going to hand it. I think we got the ball back. Again, that exchange, this is the first time that Terrion's come in and played some quarterback for us. Yeah, the Raiders recovered the ball. There was something on the exchange there, and that's bound to potentially happen when Terrion, I know he takes a few snaps at practice, but this is obviously the most snaps he's taken in one particular game. Coming in for, as I mentioned, Michael had a hand injury. Not sure the extent. And, again, hopefully it's something he'll recover from and be ready to go next week. If it's going to go under 3 minutes, 3:03, 3:02 as the time continues to click down, and looks like we are going to take a timeout as time ticks down here with 4th down and 1. I feel like we are going to go for it. We are going to take the timeout. And I want to stay with you again. I know I'm taking my opportunity to talk. I don't do it much on football, but I've already mentioned Family Vision Care, Wheeler Agency, and Coda's Electric and Plumbing Supply. I want to mention Mr. Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales. Man, he's been with us from the beginning. Mr. Andy's a homegrown guy. He was a 3-sport athlete at Bacon County High School. And now he's selling cars almost just south of town. Before you get to the high school on the left, right, Burnett Auto. Give him a little shout out there as well. Got a little place there, folks. If you're interested in purchasing a new car, or especially a used car, and you don't need one tomorrow, Mr. Andy, he can get you one tomorrow. But if you want one exactly like you want, color, trim, year, everything, go by and see him, and he can find one for you. Give him a few days or a few weeks. Give him an opportunity to find you a deal, and there's no gimmicks. He's going to tell you what you're going to owe him, what he's going to give you for your trade, and it's real simple process. So go by and see Mr. Andy Cawthorn. I want to thank him for everything he's always done for not only us at BCTV Red Road Broadcasting, but just Bacon County in general, with athletics at the rec department all the way up to the varsity level sports, and all these people these businesses do the same thing. I want to thank Burt CPA, Mr. Larry Taylor. He's actually the mayor of Alma as well. And I don't know which is his part-time job, but one or the other, as an accountant or the mayor. But here we go, the snap to Terrion. He's going to keep it just a little. It looks ugly, but here's the bottom line. Bottom line is 2:46. They trail 14. They're going to have to score awfully fast to get the ball back. Defense just going to step it up with under 3 minutes to go. I hate for our offense to end it that way. But, yeah, we got a chance to get the ball back here, hold them 4 downs, and be done with it. But because they're going to be throwing the ball. We're going to be I hate a prevent defense, but that's pretty much what we're going to be in. Going to let them throw something underneath here to stay in the game as we are in the fourth quarter. I've yet to change it. Yeah, there's Young. And the ball comes out, but I think they're going to rule him down. But Keandre Young on that defensive end position, he is mighty. Again, he's going to have a huge year next year as a senior, I know. And like I said, he's just coming into his own as a football player. He was playing in the band just a few years ago. I know he played some middle school football, but and nothing wrong with the band either, don't get me wrong. But this kid is, we hear that story of Fred oh shoot, I'm gonna mess his last name up. His name was Fred from Ware County. Somebody could text me and let me know his last name. But he played football his senior year and then earned a scholarship for the Georgia Bulldogs. He was in the band up until that point, and pretty amazing story there for that young man. But anything's possible, especially as big and athletic as that young man is. So a big play there. I think they had a down the Falcon. It might have been the one that I believe that was tackled, or he was in the vicinity. It might have got rolled up. It's going to be 2:32 on the clock. 2:32 on the clock. 28-14. Your Raiders lead. Big region matchup. Got to keep winning to have an opportunity. I'll check some scores here. I'm depending on score stream. This ball, he's just heaving it up. Where's our defenders? And nobody happened to be there. Yeah, there's my faithful listener, Fred Gibson. Thank you, Mr. John Hughes, State Farm agent in Bacon County. Give him a little plug there. Appreciate what John does. He is the president of the Booster Club. Him and his wife are a part of big part of what the Booster Club has been able to accomplish the last couple of years. They've jumped on board, dug their heels in, and again. This program is where it's at. They got another guy down. I think he took a stick right as he threw the ball. And I hate to see this at the end of the game like this, but it's just football, folks. But John Hughes and Miss Lisa Hughes, Julie Specialties right there in Alma. But it was Freddie Gibson that played that 1 year. I think it was 1 year of football and got a scholarship. He was a phenomenal athlete. We have exactly 2 minutes and 14 seconds. I want to take a quick break and catch my breath because I've been talking too much. All right, we're back, and I'm going to give another big shout-out to Laura Robinson. Laura is almost got him in the backfield. He's got a little bit of an opening here. He's going to cut it back to the left side of the field where we're not, and see if we can hem him up. That was just a long run for that young man. Just a lot of give that kid a lot of credit, that quarterback. I knew he was the guy we had to tackle. Laura Robinson, want to give a big shout-out. Folks, she is probably the person that's the furthest away from us watching this game tonight, if I had to guess, all the way in the Middle East, serving our country proudly. She is Terry-On Moore's mother. I want to thank her for joining us, and that's one of the very reasons we do what we do, the reason we broadcast, try to broadcast as many things and many games as possible. Here we have a direct parent able to do this thousands of miles away. We got 4 wide for the Falcons. Let's see, we got a minute 52 in desperation mode. He throws short, and we'll give them all that. Give them those passes. We'll give them about 5 more of those, and this game will be over. 28-14. Clock does stop with the incompletion. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. I'm getting, I've text after text. I'm gonna give them all shout-outs. Dan Taylor, chairman of the board of education. Appreciate that. Fred Gibson, Amanda Williams. Fred Gibson, is our counselor at the Bacon County High School. And here's a heave ho. Let's see if we can get one of our guys. Well, the receiver ended up becoming the defensive back. I hope everybody's okay there. But the receiver became the defender and kept our guys from intercepting the ball. I hollered those names out. That's Mr. Dan Taylor and his wife April. I'm sure she's right there beside him. Shout out to Kale if you're listening there, buddy. He's in my one of the twins is in my class. I mentioned Tate earlier. Tate helps with some broadcasts throughout the year. He's also a big part of our TSA, Technology Student Association. He's a senior, and it's going to be an offsides for the Raiders. It's going to be 3rd and a long 6 now. I also mentioned Amanda Williams, our guidance counselor at Bacon County High School. I think it's going to be 2nd down and 5 is what it looks like. The marker on the field, it says one thing that you can see there in the camera, but I do believe it's 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Time is the problem for the Falcons with 1:37 to go. That quarterback, again, brave fella right there. I tell you, he puts his shoulder into it, but I'm not sure if he goes out of bounds. They stopped the clock on the 1st down. But the fact that he didn't go out of bounds, I don't think. Clock's going to start as soon as that ball is set, if I am correct. But maybe he did get out of bounds. Minute and 30. Looks like we had legal procedure. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 1st and 15 now for the Falcons. This last minute and a half may take us a little bit longer than that. Pretty good night for football. It's in the room we're in is a little stuffy, but outside, nice little breeze. It wanted to miss a little bit of rain earlier. Hopefully you had an opportunity to maybe at least hear our band. It's not conducive on the away side to broadcast the band. Only the second time that ball was incomplete. Only the second time our Red Raiders have been on the field. Matter of fact, it's the first time at an away game they've had an opportunity to. A lot of schools have different COVID procedures. This is the first time I know we brought the full band, not a skeleton crew, just to be in the stands. Looks like we got 3 wide, 3 at the top, 1 at the bottom here. Quarterback, again, he just dances around. Just a good athlete. Again, of course, actually, this might be a different guy. Yeah, I think that's number 6. He's come in, taking the direct snap, trying to make some things happen. I watched a little film this week, and I knew that their quarterback was the best player on their field, on their side of the ball. Raiders started out a little slow tonight, but, man, I had a couple things happen early that hurt us. Got down 14-0, then we had a couple good things happen to kind of light a fire along with Coach Goss. And he's going to fire out to that other side. And there's that pick, and this could be another pick 6. Yeah, he's got the angle. Let's see if he can get there. He cuts back, and he is going to score. Another pick 6 for the Red Raiders. Wow, what a play by McMorris. No flags on the field. That's going to seal the deal. That's going to give us it's going to make it 34-14. Yeah, just a tough situation to put their quarterback in when they're down 14, running out of time. Heaves it up. And Nkosi, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, call him Batten. He had a pick 6 in the first half that kind of really got things going for the Red Raiders. Then Batten got another interception, and then right there, that just pretty much seals the deal. J.D. goes final with Swainsboro, 15-7. 15-7, they beat Swainsboro. I'm more interested in looking at the Vidalia Tomb score. I think that's the shot we need. the fact that Jeff Davis beat Toombs. We really needed Vidalia to beat Toombs, and Toombs has 2 more games to play rather than we just have 1. And if somehow they could lose their last 2, because we still got a big game next week with Vidalia. And I may not even have this thing figured out right. I was just looking at things myself, hadn't talked to Coach. And that ball is beat through by Mesa again. This young man is 5 for 5 tonight on point after attempts. 35-14, your Raiders have taken the lead here with 1:05 left to go. We just want to get out of here, hopefully not too banged up, be ready for a big physical, tough game next week at home versus Vidalia. 20-20 in the fourth quarter is what I'm getting an update here. That's Vidalia and Toombs. I don't know the exact time there. $35-14. Again, thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports. Again, my name is Brent Johnson. I'm instructor at Bacon County High School Engineering and Technology Department, where I'm advisor over the Technology Student Association as well as the Student Broadcasting Program, which is what we're doing right here through the NFHS Network. Raiders are going to kick off. Mesa, Abraham, again, I mentioned that's just a great job. I know we've had a couple losses these last few weeks, but he's done a good job with the special teams. He's continued to grow. I think he is also just a junior. We've got to tackle this young man. And we're going to, easy. And we do. Able to hold up there. Number 4 has played a whale of a game. Tamarcus Pruitt, a senior. Yeah, we when you're up by 3 scores, I don't mind so much a prevent defense. But when it's a little closer game, I always the old adage is prevents you from winning. But here's a big tackle there as we just wrap up the quarterback, and I think they're pretty much content to kind of run this clock out. Well, folks, we're going to be 4 for 4 on homecoming games at other people's fields, at least. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to pull it out last week at our homecoming. Losing a heartbreaker 10-9 versus Swainsboro. But I tell you, on the road, we've played really well this year. We're going to get our 5th win of the season, which hasn't been done in several years. It's going to guarantee a non-losing season for the Red Raiders. And I tell you what, if we don't get it done next week, if we do, boy, 6-4 is wow. 5-5, I would have took 5-5. 7 or 8 months ago, personally, and that's no knock to our program or our coaching staff. It's just where we were in a building phase, folks. Changing cultures, improving in certain areas, getting these kids out to come play playing tons of young guys, and I'll prove it next year when you come out and see these same numbers and these same names playing on the field. Just losing a few key seniors, but majority of these kids are coming back on both sides of the ball, especially on defense. But 5-4, your Raiders will improve to as we head into a big matchup next week on senior night, which I think these boys are going to be pumped to play. I'm not sure what. Maybe a timeout here by the Falcons. Their last timeout. He wants to talk to the he ain't happy. Maybe he's upset with the white hat about something. And that's the coach. On the other side there. It's going to be 3rd down and about 14. It's hard for me to see the clock. 14 seconds to go. They'll probably get 2 more plays off, and then we're going to – I don't know if we'll shake hands or not, but this thing's going to be over. And we're going to tackle this guy. That's going to end the game. I just don't see them going to run another play. 7, 6, 5, 4. That's going to be it. Raiders are going to come out of here victorious, and just they need to enjoy this win. I'm so proud of these young men. Again, we start off a little slow. Had to create a fire, build a fire throughout the second quarter to make sure we got some things done. But for them to come back after just a devastating loss last week when we felt like we were the best team on the field and just couldn't make a play when we needed to, and we got a call here, and this happened and that happened, and it's just it's frustrating. But we're thankful for this win tonight and how these guys turned it around. And again, we're going to have a chance. We got a chance to do something that Bacon County hasn't done in quite some time. And that's just